welcome everyone to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Eastern Michigan's offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The play action fake. Here's the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go! The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got him. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback, taking the hit and delivering the strap.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Turner. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Turner. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Eagles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Galladay. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my role. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Makes the grab.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. 1st snap of this drive comes from their own 44. To the air on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is a designed run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Turner. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And that's what why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
That's caught. It's Turner. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
That's caught. It's Turner. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Pitt! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
Gain of 4. Good enough for first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker here. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy. 20 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Running behind that left side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. These corners backing off a bit. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, they're after him. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Takes the handoff. It's Turner. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And the route is on. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Under fire. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.